Okay, so the way we want to do this is you got the first part where you find your list of possible rational zeros, very good. And then we just start trying some. And so it looks like 4 is supposed to work. So remember when you do your synthetic division, you list the coefficients first. So we're going to have, let's see, 1, and then there'd be a 0 because we're missing the x squared. So that'd have an understood coefficient of 0. Then negative 18, and then negative 8. And so I know 4 or negative 4 works because they have it right here. So let's go ahead and try that negative 4 and see what that leaves us, and then we'll go from there. Give myself a little bit more room. Here we go. All right, so I put my negative 4 here. So now we're doing the synthetic division process. So we drop the 1. 1 times negative 4 is negative 4. Negative 4 plus 0 is negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 4 is 16. Add that together is negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 4 is 8. Add that together and we get a 0 there. So we know that that's one of my solutions. So then we had a power of 3, but we're going to drop that down into a power of 2, and then minus 4x minus 2. And so now we're tasked with trying to figure out what makes that equal 0. And so it's not factorable. You could try, but it's not going to work. So we're going to have to do the quadratic formula. So there's my A, B, and C. So let's see, x equals, so we're going to have negative 4 plus or minus the square root of negative 4 squared minus 4 times A times C, all divided by 2A. And then we'll clean this up. So let's see, we're going to get x equals positive 4 plus or minus the square root of 16. When you multiply all that together, it's going to become a plus 8, and then divided by 2. So then we'll end up with 4 plus or minus the square root of 24 over 2. Okay. And then we're going to break that square root of 24 up into a square root of 4 times the square root of 6, which then will give us 4 plus or minus 2 square roots of 6 all over 2. And then we should be able to simplify. It's either all or nothing, and we can simplify all those by a factor of 2. And so that will simplify into 2 plus or minus the square root of 6. So those are two of my answers there. So at the end, it wants us to go ahead and give all the answers. So the solution set, they want us to give them all. So we do actually want to include the negative 4 that we already have up there. And then if you can use the plus or minus, great. If not, just write it out twice, one with plus and one with minus, and that should be good. So part B, you just find one of them. You want to find an easy one, so you just try those numbers here. Once you find it, see if it's factorable. It's not, so I had to do the quadratic formula, and that's how I got those other two solutions there. But on part C, you want to go ahead and give all the solutions, all three of them. All right, hope that helps.